Have you ever had an entrepreneurial idea? Perhaps you've envisioned a new product or service that you thought was amazing, something no one else had done before. But did the inherent risks prevent you from taking action? Or maybe you weren't sure how to take that first step, and gradually the idea faded away in your mind. Why does this happen? Typically, it's because these ideas carry enormous uncertainty. They're risky, and no one knows for certain whether they'll be effective or successful. Most individuals, especially companies, tend to be risk-averse. But what if you could eliminate most of the risks associated with your idea? What if you had a process to test and validate whether your idea would work? Wouldn't that make it easier to turn your idea into reality? This book reveals how we can examine highly uncertain but potentially groundbreaking ideas from a risk management perspective. New validation tools and perspectives are emerging that can help entrepreneurs reduce uncertainty and risk through quick, cost-effective experiments. The book also presents a new method for managing innovation. In essence, a process that helps you discover and implement innovations. The book is co-authored by Nathan Furr and Jeff Dyer. Professor Furr holds a PhD from Stanford University and currently serves as a professor of innovation and entrepreneurship at Brigham Young University in Utah, where the innovation program ranks among the top 5 in American universities. He is also a visiting professor at INSEAD Business School. Professor Furr is a recognized expert in innovation, entrepreneurship, and change, focusing his research on how startups and mature companies manage technological change and innovation uncertainty. The other author, Professor Dyer, holds a PhD from UCLA and serves as a professor of strategy at Brigham Young University while also teaching at the Wharton School. He is the author of the best-selling book, The Innovator's DNA, and is recognized as one of the world's most influential management scholars. His innovation courses have been attended by major global corporations including AT&T, General Electric, HP, Intel, and Sony. The authors present the Innovator's method through 6 key aspects: leadership in an age of uncertainty, ideas, true serendipitous discoveries, problems, clarifying the job to be done, solutions, minimum awesome products, business models, validating market entry strategies, pivoting, decisive direction changes after problem discovery. 1. Leadership in an age of uncertainty. Scott Cook, founder of Intuit, once said that when MBA graduates come to work at their company, they have to retrain them because they haven't learned any skills that actually help with innovation. He had a point. MBA curricula are based on traditional management principles that focus on standardizing work into discrete tasks. Managers are taught to standardize work processes and ensure each prescribed task is completed in the most rapid and cost-effective manner possible. This management philosophy greatly simplified how emerging industrial enterprises managed complex tasks and was designed for 20th-century mass industrial companies. Many established companies like General Electric and Ford Motor Company used this philosophy for corporate management. However, as we entered the 21st century, this traditional approach revealed its flaws. For innovation, this management style actually becomes counterproductive. While it might be excellent at retaining existing customers, it's nearly useless when it comes to creating new ones. This is because, with the rise of the information revolution, new technologies and requirements are constantly emerging, and every company faces high uncertainty. In such circumstances, the traditional approach of having specialists solve specific problems no longer works. Traditional business school management theories are only suitable for solving low uncertainty problems, while innovation management theories are designed to address high uncertainty challenges. For example, how do you create as many customers as possible in a highly competitive market? This is a high uncertainty problem. Due to this uncertainty, you can't know what kind of expertise will bring the most value. In these situations, you need leaders who are versatile talents, capable of seeing problems from different angles, generating ideas, and bringing new concepts to market. As an innovator, they must possess 4 leadership capabilities. They should be experimenters rather than decision-makers. They should encourage their teams to embrace challenges and pursue opportunities. They must have broad knowledge, be good at identifying new problems, generating new ideas, and quickly developing initial solutions. They should be able to clear obstacles for their team and move forward decisively. 2. Ideas. True serendipitous discoveries. For many large companies, After reaching a certain size and maintaining stable development for a while, their vitality and innovation gradually diminish. While the company may still have loyal customers ensuring steady profits, in today's intense market competition, without new ideas and fresh thinking, the company will eventually hit a dead end. To save the company, leaders must seek new ideas and continuously create new customers. But how do you generate new ideas? Is it by sitting in an office from 9 to 5, lost in deep thought? Obviously not. Only innovations that solve real problems have value, and this requires 4 key behaviors. You need to question. People generate ideas through questioning. You can ask yourself, why can't things be different? Why must they be this way? The purpose of questioning is to constantly challenge the status quo and overturn situations by asking, what if? Questions help us discover new connections, generate new ideas, open new paths, and increase motivation. You need to observe. Like anthropologists, leaders need to observe their surroundings to gain new ideas. You need to step out of your cubicle and closely observe the world around you, whether it's your customers, products, services, or processes. This way, you can gain inspiration and find unique solutions. You need to network. Through research, we found that successful innovators are skilled at networking and talking with different people. Through extensive networking, you can gain inspiration and develop new methods to solve puzzling problems. Make it a habit to regularly talk with people who have different educational backgrounds, styles, and personalities. Remember, interacting with diverse people isn't just about expanding resources and connections, it's about gaining new insights. You need to experiment. True innovators never lose their curiosity, no matter where they go. Constantly trying and experiencing new things helps broaden your thinking and absorb different knowledge. Through experimentation, you increase the possibility of discovering new ideas. We've also found that people who are good at experimenting are more likely to experience sudden insights, where new thoughts seem to appear in their minds as if from nowhere. 3. Problems. Clarifying the job to be done. Ideas carry uncertainty, and while some ideas are interesting, not all of them are suitable for implementation. You need to screen your ideas to find the ones that truly matter. Remember, don't start building anything before identifying a problem worth solving. In intense competitive environments, we should focus our limited energy and resources on the most critical problems. So, what constitutes a critical problem? It's one that needs immediate solving, a matter of survival. To find such problems, you need to understand the essence of the work. Only then can you generate different insights about the problem or solution. Famous marketing professor Theodore Levitt once observed that people don't want to buy a quarter-inch drill, they want a quarter-inch hole. We need to look past the surface of problems and grasp their essence. For example, customers might buy irons and ironing boards to remove wrinkles from clothes, but they don't actually want the iron or the ironing board. What they really want is wrinkle-free clothing. You'll discover that instead of thinking about how to improve irons or ironing boards, it might be better to invent a wrinkle-release spray. In essence, we need to deeply understand the problems at hand and clarify the job to be done. We must constantly ask ourselves what outcome the customer truly wants. Taking a step back to think is a useful approach. It can broaden our perspective, spark creativity, and lay the foundation for developing solutions to real problems. 4. Solutions. Minimum awesome products. Once you have an idea and have identified the most pressing problem to solve, naturally, we begin seeking solutions. In this process, drawing from multiple sources is a fundamental principle. This approach can bring more options and combinations of options, leading to novel solutions. For instance, many attribute the development of the modern production line to Henry Ford, believing he fundamentally changed the automotive industry and American way of life. In reality, Ford created the automotive assembly line by extensively searching for and adapting production models from other industries. His interchangeable parts concept came from sewing machines, firearms, and watchmaking. The continuous flow production idea came from flour milling, food canning, and cigarette production. Assembly line techniques were inspired by meat processing and brewing industries. It was this broad adaptation that helped Ford develop the modern automotive production line. The concept of a minimum awesome product means providing customers with an irresistible and beloved product with minimal time investment. The goal is to offer a solution that stands out in the most important dimensions, enough to evoke positive emotional responses from customers. As Scott Cook explains, you don't want to just be viable in important dimensions. You want your product to maintain precise focus while achieving excellence. In other words, you want to find the smallest possible set of features and then make the solution excel in these dimensions. So what constitutes excellence? Customers describe a product as excellent when it evokes positive emotions, creates great satisfaction, alleviates anxiety, or builds confidence. When striving for excellence, we aim to make the product do something unexpected or even something customers thought impossible, causing them to exclaim in delight, "Wow." It's like when Apple launched the first iPod and customers exclaimed, "Wow, I can take my entire music library wherever I go. This is incredible." 5. Business models, validating market entry strategies. Even after clearly defining the problem and proposing a solution, the team's task isn't complete. They still need to design a business model that can successfully bring the solution to market. A business model describes how a company delivers value to customers and benefits from the value customers bring to the company. Let's illustrate this with an example. Whirlpool Corporation, a leading home appliance manufacturer, faced increasing competition in emerging markets. Their performance began to decline, prompting managers to actively seek solutions. They discovered a significant problem worth solving. In many developing countries, 80% of households lacked refrigeration. Whirlpool immediately began developing a solution, designing a disruptive compact refrigerator. The refrigerator opened from the top to minimize cooling loss when the door was open. Given the frequent power outages in developing countries, the refrigerator was equipped with a battery backup to maintain cooling during blackouts. This was an excellent product, but how should they market it? Initially, Whirlpool thought it would be simple. Launch the product with a massive advertising campaign as usual. However, when team members spoke with customers, they realized the primary buyers would be rural women with limited income who were skeptical of sophisticated advertising campaigns. After extensive research, Whirlpool discovered that local community centers could be the best sales channel for these compact refrigerators. These centers were present in every area, and community workers were crucial figures in rural areas. Rural residents saw them as trusted friends and often invited them into their homes. Whirlpool built a new distribution chain through these community centers and incorporated community workers into their sales channel. This decision proved incredibly successful. The compact refrigerator quickly became profitable, and Whirlpool not only successfully captured the market but also improved the quality of life for local villagers. This example shows us that business models aren't fixed. Each product should have its appropriate business model to ensure effective market entry. 6. Pivoting, decisive direction changes after problem discovery. Innovation brings great uncertainty. Facing uncertainty, no one can predict the future. All ideas are hypotheses, and only the market can validate whether these hypotheses are correct. Unfortunately, most companies and managers try hard to avoid making mistakes. Leaders view mistakes as a sign of innovators' incompetence, discourage innovation, or never try simply because ideas sound too crazy. In fact, recent research confirms that many established companies often delay innovation due to fear of making mistakes, ultimately missing opportunities. Our research on successful innovators shows that when facing uncertainty, one should also be prepared to make mistakes. Making mistakes is a fundamental part of successful innovation and is completely acceptable. The only real failure isn't failure itself, but rather not understanding your mistakes in time. Many successful companies didn't find their direction right from the start. They found their best products through repeated adjustments. Microsoft's initial intention was to sell programming compilers, not operating systems. Symantec initially developed artificial intelligence products, not antivirus software. Listerine achieved great success in mouthwash, but they previously mainly sold hospital disinfectant, floor cleaner, and shampoo. And Play-Doh was a wallpaper cleaner before becoming a well-known toy manufacturer. Making mistakes isn't scary, and to some extent, it's unavoidable, as long as you adjust promptly after making mistakes and make crucial pivots. So don't fear making mistakes. Instead, you should realize that making pivotal turns while testing different aspects of your problem solutions and business model constructs is part of the search and experimentation process. This part might well be the most valuable part of your company's growth. Conclusion. In today's age of uncertainty, leadership and management thinking face unprecedented challenges. Innovation is the only path for company survival and growth. However, most new business ideas demand uncertainty and technological uncertainty. Human instinct for profit and loss avoidance, along with business inertia, cause most ideas to remain just ideas, never put into practice. Based on this, the authors have developed a set of new management principles, creatively solving highly uncertain problems, helping enterprises and individuals turn ideas into reality. This set of new management principles is the Innovators method. You can use the steps provided in this book to examine and validate new ideas about products or services and find the best business model that fits them.